Please welcome to the stage right now, Britt Daniel and Alex Fischel of Spoon.
Looking on me when the night comes and again looking on me. I say, well, I ain't the one. I say, I ain't the one. I ain't the one that you're looking for now. When the man comes looking for me, when the law comes knocking on me, I ain't the one, I ain't the one, I ain't the one that you're looking for now. Crumbling on me when the day comes knocking on me. I ain't the one, I ain't the one. Yeah, yeah. I ain't the one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was stirring. Thank you. So 2018 will mark 25 years, which is, it was surprising to me. I don't know if it's surprising to you when you think about it.
I keep hearing that, yeah.
When Hot Thoughts came out, the website Consequence of Sound did an interesting thing, I thought. They sort of sat you down and they had you do kind of commentary on each one of the 9 albums. And your thoughts on those, and about recording and the circumstances and all that. But what I kind of took away from it in total was often you were talking about, especially on the early albums, often you were talking about on the early albums that there was kind of a struggle. Like you weren't really adopted by or embraced by the indie community, and then there was the label in and out very quickly, and that there was the struggle. It was the struggle to remain a band.
Early on, yeah.
Yeah. And to remain sort of creative and not passive about it and like moving forward, and it was hard. I guess I'm wondering if there was ever a point where you kind of questioned it, because it seemed like there were times along the way where it was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I mean, when we put out a record, our second record came out on Elektra, and it did come out. But we were dropped maybe less than 4 months after the record came out, and that was that was disheartening, to put it mildly. And yeah, at that point, I wasn't really sure what we were going to do. We definitely had people we worked with who were just saying, "Well, that's it. You should change your name, or start another band." But I don't know. We came up with these. We kept coming up with songs. We always had local shows, and so I kept coming up with songs for the local shows. And then I was just like, "Well, we have an album's worth of songs." We came up with these song titles that were about the A&R guy that signed us to Elektra.
Right.
And once we had those, we had the titles first. Once we had those, then I said, well, we have to put out a single. So it was just things like that kind of, in a backwards way, kind of kept us going, We had the song title, so the band kept existing,
But you know what? Listen, that's perfect. That's just what I was talking about at the beginning. It was just like, it's survival. It's like you just keep moving forward. There was never like a moment where you had to say, okay, we're all in, and it worked. Or
at some point, I remember I remember feeling like I was going all in. I mean, there were then later on, a couple years after that, when I'd had a day job for a while, and then at some point I just said, well, I'm going to have to just I don't know where I'm going to be paying for rent next month, but or this cell phone, but I'm going to have to do it somehow.
Yeah.
And I quit and got lucky.
Hey, listen. Are we happy? We're happy? We're happy. I hope you are as well. So I read in a couple of places, so I'm only asking you because I read it numerous times, that another possibility would be sort of an acoustic record from the band at some point.
Did I say that?
Yeah, numerous times, or it was reprinted. You know how the internet is, right? So it's been reprinted now thousands of times.
Right.
And you know what? Listen, the show's Acoustic Cafe. I always look for people who might be doing that in the future, and I put it on my calendar. So
right. Well, I like acoustic records, and I like Wurtzy records. We just didn't make one this time. Yeah, I could see it happening.
Okay, all right. I'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Thanks again for coming. What do you want to do?
We'll come back with acoustic guitars that time.
What do you want to do next?
We got the song "Can I Sit Next to You."
Yes, please.
Can I sit next to you? Can you sit next to me? Get the stars out your eyes. Come and bring them with me. I've been down so long. I've been working on a plan, yeah. It's just that I've been down so long. I gotta give me my one. Can I sit next to you? Can you sit next to me? Oh, I roll up to Memphis alone, 'cause you do it for me, right? I know you would. All the kicks from the sticks, all the kicks we knew. I put all that aside, concentrate on you. All the kicks from the sticks, all them hits we took, all them stitches we got, all our brains so good. Whoa! I've been working on a plan, yeah. I've been down so long, been down, but now I gotta get lifted up. 7